1 Kings 26. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. The letter J is about 600 years old, while the son Yehoshua died on a stake for the sins of all of humanity more than 2,000 years ago. And Yah is short for YahWeh, same thing. Yah is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth, the first and the last and the only. Yah is a very jealous El. He is so jealous that he doesn't even want the names of idols or mighty ones to come to our lips. Yehoshua, when directly translated from Hebrew to English, is Joshua. 1 Kings 16. Thus the word of Yah came to Yehu, Y-E with a half a check mark on top of it, H-U, son of Hanani, H with a dot, A-N-A-N-I, against Baasha, saying, Baasha is B-A'-A-S-H-A, saying, because I raised you up out of the dust and made you ruler over my people, Israel, but you walked in the way of Jeroboam, Y-A-R-O-B with a line underneath of it, apostrophe A-M, and made my people Israel sin to provoke me with their sins. See, I am going to sweep away Baasha and his house, and shall make your house like the house of Jeroboam, son of Nebat, N-E-B with a line underneath of it, A-T. Anyone belonging to Baasha who dies in the city, the dogs eat, and anyone belonging to him who dies in the field, the birds of the heavens eat. And the rest of the acts of Baasha, what he did, and his might, are they not written in the book of Annals, A-N-N-A-L-S, of the sovereigns of Israel? I looked this up before. Annals, it's either in the Bible at the front, or it's, if you look up Annals, there's an actual word. I think it's Chronicles. Chronicles, I think that's what it is. So the book of Annals is Chronicles, I believe. So Baasha slept with his fathers and was buried in Tirzah, T-I-R-T-S-A-H, and his son Elah, E with a half a check mark, L-A-H, reigned in his place. Moreover, the word of Yah came by the prophet Yehu, son of Hanana, against Baasha and his house, because of all the evil that he did in the eyes of Yah, in provoking him with the work of his hands, in being like the house of Jeroboam, and because he struck them in the 26th year of Asa, A-S-A, sovereign of Yehuda. Elah, son of Baasha, began to reign over Israel in Tirzah 2 years, and his servant Zimri, Z-I-M-R-I, commander of half his chariots, conspired against him as he was in Tirzah, drinking himself drunk in the house of Artsa, A-R-T-S-A, who was over his house in Tirzah. Then Zimri came in and struck him and killed him in the 27th year of Asa, sovereign of Yehuda, and reigned in his place. And it came to be, when he began to reign, as soon as he was seated on his throne, that he struck all the household of Baasha. He did not leave him one male, neither of his relatives nor of his friends. So Zimri destroyed the entire house of Baasha, according to the word of Yah, which he spoke against Baasha by Yehu the prophet, for all the sins of Baasha and the sins of Elah his son, by which they had sinned, and by which they had made Israel sin, in provoking Yah Elohim of Israel with their worthlessnesses. And the rest of the acts of Elah and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Annals of the sovereigns of Israel? I can't wait to read these. They're basically getting my hopes up and then telling me, oh, they're in the book of Annals. I'm like, oh, okay. In the 27th year of Asa, sovereign of Yehuda, Zimri reigned 7 years in Tirzah, and the people were encamped against Gibbethon, Gibbethon, which belonged to the Philistines. And now that I think about it, when I read that, it's probably going to be like the genealogies. Oh, that's okay. And the people who were encamped heard it. And the people who were encamped heard it, said, Zimri has conspired and also struck the sovereign. So all Israel set up Omri, Omri, the commander of the army, to reign over Israel that day in the camp. And Omri went up, and all Israel with him, from Gibbethon, and they besieged Tirzah. And it came to be, when Zimri saw that the city was captured, that he went into a high place of the sovereign's house, and burned the sovereign's house down upon himself with fire, and died. Wow. Alright. Because of the sins which he had sinned in doing evil in the eyes of Yah, in walking in the way of Jeroboam, and in his sin which he had committed to make Israel sin, and the rest of the acts of Zimri, and the conspiracy he made, are they not written in the book of the annals of the sovereigns of Israel? Then the people of Israel were divided into two parts. Half of the people followed Tibni, Tib, with a line underneath of it, Eni, son of Ginath, to make him reign, and half followed Omri. But the people who followed Omri were stronger than the people who followed Tibni, son of Ginath, and Tibni died, and Omri reigned. In the 31st year of Asa, sovereign of Yehuda, Omri became sovereign over Israel and reigned 12 years. He reigned 6 years in Tirzah, and he brought the hill of Shomron from Shemer, Shemer. Shomron is Shomeron. From Shemer for 2 talents of silver, and built on the hill, and called the name of the city which he built Shomron, after the name of Shemer, over owner of the hill. I don't know why I kept saying over. Owner of the hill. And Omri did evil in the eyes of Yah, and did evil more than all those before him, and walked in all the ways of Jeroboam, son of Nebat, and in his sin by which he had made Israel sin, provoking Yah, Elohim of Israel, with their worthlessnesses. And the rest of the acts of Omri which he did, and the might that he attained, are they not written in the book of the annals of the sovereigns of Israel? So Omri slept with his fathers, and was buried in Shomron. And Ahab, A-H with a dot, A-B with a line underneath of it, his son, reigned in his place. In the 38th year of Asa, sovereign of Yehuda, Ahab, son of Omri, became sovereign over Israel, and Ahab, son of Omri, reigned over Israel in Shomron 22 years. And Ahab, son of Omri, did evil in the eyes of Yah, more than all those before him. That seems to be the trend. More evil before that, more evil than that person did, more evil than that person did, more evil than that person did. It's like, oh my goodness. And it came to be, as though it had been a light matter for him to walk in the sins of Jeroboam, son of Nebat, that he took as wife Isabel, Izeb, with a line underneath of it, El, the daughter of Ithbaal, Ethba', sovereign of the Sidonians, Tsid, with a line underneath of it, Onians. And he went and served Baal, so he served Lord, and bowed himself to it. Ba'Al is exactly how you spell Lord, is Greek for Baal. Lord in Greek is Baal, which is exactly what the Roman Empire was, Greek. They were the ones who changed the names. Convinced people that Jesus was his name when Yehoshua was his name. Convinced them that Baal, they'll just change the name to English, which would be Lord, and we'll just say that he's the Lord. Really what you're saying, he's the Baal, which is basically praising Lucifer. Jesus is Greek for Hail Zeus. Christ is the Greek idol Christos. God is originally spelled G-A-D, which is a pagan idol. Savage. I suggest researching it. And he went and served Baal and bowed himself to it, and raised up a slaughter place for Baal in the house of Baal, which he had built in Shamron. And Ahab made an Asherah, A-S-H-E with a half a check mark, R-A-H. And Ahab did more to provoke Yah Elohim of Israel than all the sovereigns of Israel before him in his days. Hill, H with a dot, I apostrophe E with a half a check mark, L. In his days, Hill of Bethel built Yericho. Bethel is B E with a half a check mark, Y. THL is E with a half a check mark, L. Yericho is YERIH with a dot O. And in English, that's Jericho. He laid its foundation at the cost of Abraham, A-B with a line underneath of it, I-R-A-M, his firstborn, and at the cost of his youngest son, Segub, S-E-G with a line on top of it, U-B with a line underneath of it. He set up its gates according to the word of Yah, which he had spoken through Yehoshua, son of Nun. Interesting.